listening?
You're locked into JJ and Alex. With the insight and analysis on the teams you can't live without. This is 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Oh, I forgot to send you a video of the weekend, JJ.
What did you got?
It was a mashup of...
I'm a sucker for mashups.
I know, and especially this one was like Michael McDonald mixed with like some. It was very much in our era. It was like an alternative band of some kind. I want to say it was like this dude on stage mashed up like Pearl Jam with Michael McDonald, and it actually worked. I didn't know how, but it worked. And I was like, this is right up my alley, man.
Michael McDonald, Metallica?
I mean, you could probably do it. You could probably
there's
do
no
it.
doubt.
Hey, this Wednesday is a Win Ticket Wednesday right here on the KSL Sports Zone. All you have to do is listen all day long, and you get yourself involved with a phone call, and then you get yourself the possibility to win some tickets. Every show, all day long, you can listen in, and you can win tickets. This week it is to Brian Regan at the Delta Center. Coming, how about Valentine's Day? Saturday, Valentine's Day, February 14th in 2026. Over across the street here at Delta Center. Get your tickets today at SeatGeek.com, or you can just win those tickets all day long on the KSL Sports Zone. All right, joining us on the program right now, kicking off the hour, it's The Cut, top of the program. Love having him on the show. We get him. Jerry Palm, of course, bracketology expert of college basketball. Let's kick it off right here.
It's time for the biggest story of the day. This is what made the cut with JJ and Alex on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Join us on the program right now. You can find him right there, palmbrackets.com. You can get the latest. And this Monday's edition features a lot of teams here from the state of Utah. Jerry Palm joining us on the program. Jerry, thanks for being with us.
Oh, thanks for having me on.
We were just staring at this one, and obviously it's all about trends and which teams are trending which direction. Utah State has had a phenomenal year so far this year, and they're trending up again, I think, after that big win over San Diego State over the weekend. You've got Utah Valley right now as a possible 13th seed. People who are graduates of UVU are big fans of seeing the Wolverines there. And then BYU's going the other direction right now. You've got them listed as a 5 seed here. Let's start with BYU. 2 losses in a row. Of course, very, very good teams are losing against, but they seem like you got to figure some things out here.
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, there's no real shame in losing at Kansas, even with Peterson having to sit out the second half. It's, that's just a tough place to win. So I don't know that I'd be overly concerned if I'm a BYU fan. Obviously, you want to win all of them, and it's not a realistic expectation. It's been a long time since anybody did that. But, their schedule is they're going to have Houston coming in. They're going to have Iowa State coming in. They got to go to Arizona. So, there's some tough games left on the schedule. The only thing for me that I think is holding them back a little bit is their best win is Clemson.
Yeah.
And, so they've had some chances. Only Arizona at home, and almost got that one. All the others have been away from home, but they're going to get Houston at home, Iowa State at home, Texas Tech at home, UCF at home. So they're going to get a chance to pick up some quality wins in the league on their home floor. And it really is going to behoove them if they want to get a really good seed in this tournament and some, juice from the committee to take care of the business on your home court.
Well, the opportunities are clearly there for BYU, and if they're able to take advantage of that, if they can start getting more contributions from guys outside of their big three, and they get hot and get a win against a Houston, maybe they upset Arizona on the road, how high can they climb? What do you see as their ceiling when it comes to seeding based on what's left of the schedule and what they've done with their resume?
Well, they've got 4 losses now. If they won out the rest of the way, picking up a lot of good wins on the way, they could be a 1. That's probably not realistic.
Right.
I mean, they're a good team, and they've got some great players. So, if they get that kind of hot, they're going to probably deserve a 1 if they get that kind of hot. But I think more realistically, a 2 or a 3 kind of a seed, with a strong finish down the stretch here is certainly a possibility.
As you watch these teams kind of play out, and you see these, the Big 12 is one of those conferences that, can kind of eat its own a little bit. When you're watching these games, and we got to see Arizona come into Provo and get a win there down at the Marriott Center. They just feel like the best team in basketball right now. Is that about where you kind of picture them being? And who are some other teams that you look at and you go, no, they deserve a little bit more respect than they might be getting?
Well, I mean, certainly Arizona has done it. They're undefeated still, against a great schedule, and with more great games coming up. So, there's no real case for anyone else as the best team right now. But there are a lot of other, obviously, great teams. You've got Duke, Michigan, Iowa State's having a great year. Illinois is coming on strong. Gonzaga's always there. I wouldn't rule out Purdue, even though they had a little slump. This is just a season where did I say Michigan? Michigan.
Yes.
And Michigan State. It's the top of the Big 12 is loaded. There's not a lot of depth beyond that, but I've been putting 5 or 6 teams from the Big 12 in the top 4 seeds of the bracket, just about every bracket I do, and then 5 from the Big 10 as well. There isn't much room for anyone else. But I'm only putting about 7 or maybe 8 Big 12 teams total. So it's top heavy. The Big 12 is, and that's it's really competitive up there. But not everybody you play is going to be a resume builder. Where the Big 10 and even the ACC have greater depth in terms of the number of potential NCAA tournament quality teams.
That leads me into my next question. How do you rank the top conferences? Because we're watching this Big 12 gauntlet, and BYU's going through it right now. It's just unbelievable at the top. Does the top make up for a little bit of lack of depth, or where do you place the Big 12 in those rankings?
Second. The Big 10, because the Big 10 is also very competitive at the top,
right?
But has greater depth than the Big 12. But those, for me, they're 1 and 2. The ACC has got really good depth, but not a lot of, other than Duke, really high quality, potential national champion looking kind of teams. Like North Carolina's good and Clemson's good, and they've got them good, but they don't have anyone else that really stands out as great. And the SEC, they put 14 in the tournament last year, 2 in the Final Four, one of the best years any conference has ever had. They have come off of that high. They're still going to push for a high number of teams in the tournament, but a single-digit number this year, not 14. But they still have high quality at the top, though. I mean, it's a league that's going to be really competitive. I don't think I've got a team seeded higher than 3. So, but they're going to own probably the middle of the bracket. And if anybody gets hot, like a Florida or somebody like that, they could push all the way to a 1 seed. There's plenty of time left to do that kind of thing.
Jerry Palm joining us here. Palm Brackets is where you can find his breakdowns. I mean, you see these the way that they kind of look here. Obviously, like we said, there's a couple of or a few teams here from the state of Utah. Utah State has been one of those teams that is just it's like every year they're consistent. It doesn't even matter the coaching changes, portal stuff. It doesn't really matter. Utah State seems to find themselves right there. What's the strength of this Utah State team that you're seeing them as far? I mean, we've seen them as far up as 7 and 8 in some brackets, but right now at a 10. Where do you think their ceiling is for this team?
Yeah, it's the margin for error could be problematic, but the Mountain West is having a decent year in the sense that they don't have like a ton of teams with triple-digit net rankings. They've got a handful or so, and maybe 6 or 7 that are in the top 100. So when you play those games, even if you lose, you're not really killing yourself. But for Utah State, I mean, the ceiling is, you win all your games, you're in the top half of the bracket easy, the top 25 portion of the bracket, I would think. Just because while they don't have great teams, the high quad 1 kind of games in this league, they've got enough quality teams in this league that you can resume build to some extent.
How big was that win against San Diego State for them?
It was big. I mean, it was at home, right? That was the home game?
Yes.
Yeah, but they were in first place. I mean, San Diego State was in the bracket. I had them in the bracket as an AQ. Well, they're out of the bracket now because they probably need to AQ to win the league tournament if they're going to get in. But Boise, you can't rule out entirely. New Mexico's got a good chance, to maybe sneak an at-large bid. Utah State certainly in play for an at-large bid. You just have to finish strong because the margin for error, despite the fact that the league is relatively good this year, the margin for error still is not great in terms of trying to be an at-large team.
How much did those 2 losses for Utah State to Grand Canyon and UNLV hurt them? Because I'm curious if they do have a slip up with those kind of games, just how much they could be punished for those kind of losses.
Well, Grand Canyon, that was a road game. That's considered a quad 1 game.
Yeah.
And so, for now. That doesn't hurt. That one's not so bad. UNLV at home is a bad one because that's not a good team this year. That's on your home floor. That's hard to excuse that. So that's you can't have any more like that.
Gotcha.
Everybody has a bad day. So, just write that one off, go out and do well the rest of the way. And, that'll be the kind of thing where the committee will look at that and you'll probably end up a seed line down from where they might have put you otherwise. But it's, if that's the only real wart on your resume, they're not talking about leaving you out.
Let me ask you what your thoughts are on, as you watch this thing play out and you dig into all these teams. We follow college football very, very, very closely, and the transfer portal is different between these two sports, obviously, because college basketball has these one and dones that are very unique to that sport. And
right.
When you see how this thing is played out, has the transfer portal affected college basketball as much as it has college football?
Yeah, I think it's different. But yes, I think it's had a big impact because in college basketball, you can just add a guy and have one guy impact your team tremendously because they fill a void. And you're only playing 5 at a time. Football, you've got 80 kids on the roster? You have like 12 realistically that could possibly play on a basketball roster. So you can have greater impact with a smaller number of transfers. And then, where you've got a good team, but you need a guy. And I'm a Purdue guy. So Purdue had a hole at center. So they went out and they got the second leading rebounder in the nation from South Dakota State. He's been a great addition to Purdue. That's what one guy can do in basketball. You can't really make a big impact in football with just 1 or 2 guys.
As you look at the top of the bracket, have you kind of identified based on analytics who you think there are the teams that can win a national championship, and where do you draw the line?
Actually, I think a lot of teams can. Anybody that's a 1 seed, anybody that's a 2 seed, probably anybody that's a 3 seed, is good enough to win the NCAA tournament. It's just you have to play well, but you've got. For example, Purdue again, preseason number 1 for a reason. Now, they've struggled the last 2 weeks, but that's a team that has some experience, and what they don't have is that surefire NBA guy, which most champions have. But they have a preseason for sure first team All-American in Braden Smith. But the teams that win, they've got a guy. Demansa for BYU. Everybody's got a guy, one guy at least that they can ride in a 6-game tournament, and those are the teams that are more likely to win because somebody can bail them out when things are going bad. And the top dozen teams in this bracket have got somebody like that.
That's what I was going to ask about some of these individual players. And, obviously BYU with A.J. Debensa is one of those that we've been able to watch closely here. But these singular names that make an impact across these teams that can carry a team, who are the guys that you look at and you go, and because it's all about, obviously this last weekend was Darren Peterson. He sits out the second half, but people felt like he won that battle, so to speak. And I'm like, he
outscored Debensa. He only played half the game. I mean, it was 1 point. It was 1 point. But his team won. And that's the main thing is his team won. Duke has got Cam Boozer. It's funny because freshmen this year, it's like Braden Smith was the preseason player of the year, and then all of these really super talented freshmen are taking over college basketball. And you're going to see the Koa Pete at Arizona. It seems like all of the really good teams have got a guy like that. That's a freshman that is really a star player. This has been one of the best freshman classes, I would say, that we've seen in college basketball in a while. All of those guys are capable of carrying a team deep into a tournament, maybe even to a championship. So, which is what I think is going to make this tournament so much fun, because I think it's going to be a little more wide open than it normally is, at least among the teams in, say, the top 16. are all going to have – you're going to look at those teams and you're going to say, yeah, I can see a path for that team all the way to Indianapolis.
Jerry Palm, just palmbrackets.com. That's where you can see all these breakdowns, and nobody does it better. Jerry's out there working his tail off so that we can all make these early assumptions of what the bracket's going to look like. But it can't come early enough for us. We do it as soon as the season's over. And
well, if you're into that kind of thing, I have a tool on my site now at the top of the homepage. It's a team comparison tool. You can compare side by side two teams' resumes.
Oh, nice. I'm at it right now.
If you're into that kind of thing,
oh, I love it. Oh my goodness, I'll go down this rabbit hole.
Let's nerd away. This is awesome, Jerry.
Jerry, we appreciate you joining us here, and we'll dip in as soon as when the season starts to kind of come more into focus here, and we get closer to that tournament. Thanks again for being on with us, man.
Sure, anytime. Thanks.
There you go, Jerry Paul. All right. Are you doing the comparison tool already?
I'm there right now.
All right, so
I got BYU versus who? Who do you want to compare?
Give me that Utah Valley matchup that could happen on that side of the bracket.
Got it. Here it comes.
If they've got it. So it's always funny to me to have those. Yeah, the Wolverines right now, the 13 seed in the same bracket as BYU, they would face off against one another in the next round if that were to.
I mean, this is really cool. Jerry's got it. You can look it up so it shows. You know what's interesting? Okay, yeah. So, quad 1 wins. BYU has 4. Mm-hmm. Clemson, Villanova, Miami, Wisconsin. So this is great because you can see quad 1, quad 2, quad 3,
right,
and quad 4. You told me to throw up Utah Valley.
Yeah,
they've got 2 quad 1 losses. They don't have any of the quad 1 wins. Boise State and San Diego State. Some missed opportunities there. But let me pull up another team. Let's whose else is it? Let's pull up Kansas.
I've got you can pull up Kansas. I've got one of their better matchups here right around the corner, and that's Houston. So let me put up Houston and BYU here on the comp, and
oh man,
that is a tough team. So you've got quad 1 wins for Houston. Oh man, they only have 1 against Arkansas. Does that sound right?
Is that right?
Hold on a minute. How many quad 1 wins does BYU have? Oh no, that's
4.
not right. No, they've got quad 1 wins. They have Texas Tech, Auburn. Did they lose to Texas Tech?
Who?
Houston. I thought they lost to Texas Tech. So it's hard for me to read right now. This is my number. This is my
wins are on the left, losses are on the right.
Okay, quad 1 wins. Got Tech, Auburn, TCU, Baylor. Those are their quad 1 wins right now. They lost it. They've already played them twice. That's why I guess it was the one where they were at Texas Tech and lost to them. But when they hosted them at first, they beat them there in Houston. So, yeah, they've already played each other the 2 times. That's why I was, wondering. So, yeah, Texas Tech, Auburn, Baylor, and then also Arkansas. So they have the 5 quad 1 wins to BYU's 4. So there you go.
This is great information. He's got the win-losses. He's got the net and the strength of schedule right next to each other. It's really great because you can take 2 teams, and if they're on the bubble, you can compare them, and you can say, okay, here's how it all lays out and who should be in and who should be out. And I've got BYU and Kansas up here, and Kansas has a better resume right now than BYU.
Yeah, they do.
They got the win over Iowa State. They have a win against Tennessee. They won at NC State and have a win at Colorado. And their worst loss is at West Virginia, which is not a terrible loss.
Well, and if we're talking about obviously they played each other and they won.
Yeah.
So it's that's it.
And they won the head-to-head. Yeah, one of Kansas' best wins is against BYU at home. The net rankings, let me see. Net for 15 for BYU.
Yeah. 9 for Houston at least on there. But by the way, so I've got a matchup in front of me. You ready for this one?
Yeah, they're right next to each other in net, 15 and 14.
Just for poops and giggles, okay?
Poops and giggles.
Net ranking for BYU is 15.
Yes.
Utah State's 26.
Ooh.
Quad 1 wins for Utah State. Just the Boise State win.
That's not going to help them in March.
No, and
their net's great though.
The net is great. I mean, that's going to put them in the conversation. That's why they're going to be looked at the very least as an automatic qualifier, or not automatic qualifier, as an at-large bid, because you have if they just keep winning and they lose in the conference tournament and they're 24 and 5, and they have one more quad one win, but then if their net ranking hovers around that like 20 in the 20s, you're in, man. Like that's what it feels like.
That strength of schedule is it's
kind of weak.
116.
Yeah, it's kind of weak.
That's why you saw the UNLV loss and the Grand Canyon losses. That's why they're all of a sudden back on the bubble. And it sucks for Utah State fans. Like, we know we're a good team.
Right.
We've have some nice wins. This is the reality for Utah State. When your strength of schedule's that low, you can't take losses like that.
Yeah, you
it's
get a quad.
really punitive, like Jerry talked about.
Yeah.
A
Quad
home
3.
loss to UNLV is brutal.
Quad 3 loss.
Yeah, you can't
UNLV.
have it. They can't have
That's a tough one. Okay, let's take a break. We'll come back. We have more around the corner. We're going to jump in when we come back on some NFL Blitz. Some of the things that are non-Super Bowl related, yes. It looks like the coaching searches have mostly wound down. Although we don't have official signings yet, I think every team's got a guy that they want to take to the altar. So we'll figure it out here. We'll come back. We've got more to go around the corner. It is 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
All the latest news and notes from the league and the locals in the NFL. JJ and Alex bring you the NFL Blitz on 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Welcome back, everybody. JJ and Alex, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone. It's that time of the day for the NFL Blitz. Non-Super Bowl news we'll start with because we're going to beat you over the head with the Super Bowl for the rest of the week, okay? But anything that's not Super Bowl related, there we go. Add another LaFleur to the list.
How many are there?
No, I don't know. Mike LaFleur back in the coaching ring. Throw the hat back on. This time it's Cardinal Red. Looks like he's going to be the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals. There you go. Great. I think it's good that they got an offensive-minded guy because is there a more irrelevant franchise in the NFC besides the Cardinals?
In the entire NFL, no.
In the entire NFL?
Yeah, name one that's more irrelevant. Name a franchise in the NFL that no one's talking about. The Raiders are never irrelevant because they're the Raiders.
I think the Titans are in that group that you kind of go, oh,
Fair
boy.
enough. Okay, that's a good one.
But I think that also the thing about the Cardinals is
they got Cam Ward. There was some positive things there.
Yeah. By comparison, the Cardinals, because they're in such a tough division and they're hot garbage, that doesn't help.
No.
When you have Seahawks, Rams, 49ers who are out there all in the playoffs and you're over there just, bottom of the league in all the different categories, then there you go. So
I had an off-color thing you could have said there. I'm glad you didn't.
Well, I guess that's because you've got a dirty mind. Me, on the other hand, I'm clean as a whistle. Okay? So you keep that.
They're sitting on their what, you said?
What did I say? Sitting on their butts?
I don't know what you were talking
I
about.
don't know.
It was going somewhere where I was a little worried.
I didn't. No.
What are the Cardinals sitting on?
They're tush? I don't know. I don't know if I go back.
Just say twiddling their thumbs.
Okay.
Not sitting on their thumbs.
Oh. Mixed metaphors never good for the family.
Don't mix metaphors ever.
Oh boy.
Get your metaphors right. If you're going to use them, you better know what you're talking about.
You know what? That's maybe why they've been so bad.
Yeah.
Sitting on their thumbs.
They've been sitting on their thumbs.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's a hobby or something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Come on, Cardinals. Be relevant again.
It's a family show.
They haven't been relevant since they made the Super Bowl.
Klint with a K, Kubiak with a K. Looks like he's going to get hired as the Raiders' next head coach. I mean, line them up. Guys that you look at and you have a lot of promise with. I think that you just at some point go, hey, you know what? They weren't hired previously as a head coach. Couple requirements. Young, still a touch of nepotism with another Kubiak in the league.
Did you come from the Mike Shanahan coaching tree? Did your dad play in the league?
Yeah. So I get it. I get where they're
Original
at.
hire here, Raiders.
I get it.
Tom Brady's involved. Couldn't he have come up with something better?
Did they say Tom Brady was involved in the search?
He's involved in everything.
Yeah, but I don't know how much.
Is Lloyd in there?
Good.
I wanted Lloyd's take.
I don't, because he's not going to be happy about this. I'm assuming it's just another guy. Because my thought is like this. Yeah, Okay, Klint Kubiak. See you when the season starts. And
They had Pete Carroll for a year, and it was a nightmare.
But who would have thought that Mike McDonald would have come into the Seattle Seahawks? By the way, when they hired him, and I was like, oh, awesome, a defensive coordinator. Cool. Hired a defensive coordinator. Now, the defense, they need to get back to those days of being good, but no fan wants to hire the defensive-minded coach, principally, right? Isn't that generally
It doesn't really move the needles usually.
Think about the guys who are the ones who get a ton of respect in the league. Their head
Belichick was a defensive guy. Pete Carroll's kind of a defensive guy, right?
But they hold the guys who are like, kind of tops of the coaching stuff right now.
McVay? Who's your top 5 coaches in the league?
Yeah, I think McVay's right there. I think Andy Reid obviously is there.
Kyle Shanahan.
Shanahan's right
Offensive genius.
Sean Payton.
Offensive genius.
And guess what they do? They're the ones holding the card in front of their face on Sundays, barking the orders into the quarterback's ears. So
Andy Reid, obviously.
So maybe Kubiak might be an okay hire because you go, oh, he's going to be the offensive guy. He's going to be the one kind of calling plays. Yeah, we'll hire an OC, but So, I don't know if the Justin Jefferson commentary was needed. If you're a Vikings fan, First of all, you're stating the obvious, and second of all, you're just doing damage at this point, right? Justin Jefferson this weekend opening up about the Vikings struggle bus that they were on this year, and it was this time saying, yeah, I think the Vikings, we would have been considerably better if Sam Darnold would have played for us. Ooh.
He's not wrong.
I know, but you got this guy.
They won 14 games last year with Sam Darnold. What happened this year?
But they got this guy who they're kind of.
What happened?
J.J. McCarthy.
What happened?
Yeah. Oh, I like it. Was that a Mighty Wind reference?
That was.
Catherine O'Hara, by the way.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's tough, man.
It's brutal. I usually don't care about celebrity deaths.
No, but that was a shock.
I've really enjoyed her.
I thought we were going to have another
from SCTV all the way to. Can I say the name of the show she was on the radio without getting in trouble?
What, Second City TV?
No.
Oh, Poops Creek.
I don't know. I mean, it's not the word, but it sounds like the word, and I don't want to say it on the radio. It's one of the best shows of the last decade.
Hey.
Can I say?
It's SCH.
It's Creek?
It's a...
What's the rules on that?
You can't.
It's a great show.
Our producer, he's squirming over there, so there's the answer. Whether or not we'd get in trouble, we probably wouldn't.
What's Lloyd's ruling?
Nah.
Can we say It's Creek on the radio?
No, you can't do it. I think if you say Craps Creek, we get it.
How do you do that? How do we talk about one of the great comedies of the last decade on TV?
You know who is probably the most...
How do we talk about Catherine O'Hara without talking about It's Creek?
I don't know if she's married or if she was or whatever.
She was, yes.
But like Eugene Levy must be in a tough spot right now. Somebody like that guy must be going through it because they made each other's careers with one another.
What's his name? Kevin called him mom in real life.
Oh, McCulkin. Yeah. Collie McCulkin.
Macaulay Culkin. He's got to be devastated.
Yeah.
She's a great lady, a great entertainer. It's really sad. I don't know how we got to that point.
It's the NFL Blitz. Obviously, we're going to get around to it.
Because I was a big fan of her work. And
obviously, we were going to get around to her.
It was terrible to hear that news over the weekend.
Yeah. Hey, your guys got Sean McVay back. I don't think he was going to go anywhere. Especially while I don't think Sean McVay's going anywhere if the possibility of Matthew Stafford coming back next year is going to be there. I don't know if Sean McVay, why does he do this all the time? Where it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm not going to be here. It's like, come on.
You know you're one of the best coaches in the league when you can pull that crap.
With your own team, like all the time.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be back or not. And then you end up getting the extension. We get the game you're playing.
Look, the Rams are in it, man. And they're in it right now.
Lloyd's back, right? Is Lloyd in there? Lloyd, we need your take on the Kubiak car.
Klint Kubiak. Klint with a K. I don't know.
Thumbs up? That's your hot take?
Because he knows if he says something, it's going to get it's
thumbs up.
It's going to be officially
anything's up from here
on the record, and he doesn't want to get himself into that, and I don't either right now. Because Klint Kubiak with a K is
KK.
He's your guy. Oh, KK. What's up, KK? The NFL, by the way, announcing another long-term deal with Madrid. And
super, can't wait.
So there's going to be games in Madrid.
Mexico just got lined up too. I got an email.
France also in the mix.
All right.
So I told you that that ChatGPT predicted the next 30 Super Bowl winners, and they had the London Monarchs as a Super Bowl champion like 28 years from now.
Cheerio.
Why wouldn't it be the case? I
Why
mean,
not?
that's assuming that the NFL hasn't melted down totally and sports still exists.
You know that
in 30 years.
You know that's what the NFL. I mean, the NFL would love to get to London. Right? That's what this is building. Been for 30 years. They've been trying to win Europe over.
Yeah.
With the game of football. Are they going to get there? Are they going to get a franchise overseas? How would that even work?
Wild. Yeah, I think London, if they're going to get a team, they'll get a team.
It would be like the so let's turn it to soccer. It'd be like the EPL saying, "Yeah, we're going to have a team in Dallas."
No, it'd be a New York team, and it would probably work. To be honest, imagine how wild it would be. A New York team in the English Premier League. It'd be fun.
That would be the most hated team in the EPL for sure.
Oh yeah.
Can't have Yankees in the league, right?
Well, who's the most hated right now? Is it Man U? Is it always like Man U? Or are they kind of the Yankees of
City? Probably
yeah, Man City. Yeah, right there. Kind of
It didn't take them long to become the most annoying franchise in the league, huh?
Remember when Leicester City was like a thing for a second?
Yeah.
All right.
Look at us talking about the EPL.
I knew some
Annapolis
teams.
is rolling his eyes.
I knew some teams' names.
Bunch of idiots.
I knew some teams' names. So there you go.
Dummies trying to talk soccer.
All right,
Get out of here.
We'll take a break here. We'll come back. But yeah, Stafford playing in 26. If that happens, well,
Why not? He was great this year. He might be the MVP. Why would you not come back?
You can't give up out of that. Sean McVay is keeping his fingers crossed. I think you know something we don't, which is he's got to be coming back. If you re-sign, I think that should be an indicator.
No doubt.
Come on. All right, we'll take the break. We'll come back. By the way, Beehive Meals, of course, our awesome sponsor of the Beehive Meals Hero of the Week program. Brought to you by also us right here at KSL Sports. All you have to do is go to kslsports.com/contests and listen every Thursday afternoon. JJ and I roll out a winner for you. What does that mean? Well, the people who are making great impacts on the youth sports in your community or on your kid's team, you know that person who's the extra, they go the extra mile as a volunteer. We all know that person. We all need them, by the way, in our families. Like if your kids are getting coached by somebody, you have somebody going above and beyond. You got a team mom, you got a ref, you got a coach. Nominate them right now, and then we read those nominations off. We honor them on our social media pages, and then they get $250 to Beehive Meals. So there you go. KSLSports.com/contests for our Beehive Meals Hero of the Week. We'll come back. We've got more. Stay right here. 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.
Basking in the sports misfortune of others to help make you feel just a little bit better about yourself. As JJ and Alex present,
Yes, we got beat. We got beat badly.
It Sucks to Be You.
How old's Tiger these days, by the way?
It's on the other side of 50.
52, maybe? No, he can't be.
He's dead on 50.
Is he 50? Yeah.
Wait, no. He's 50. Yeah, he's 50. 50.
He looks like he's been through
Turned
it.
50 on December 3rd.
Hairline looks like it's been through it, too. And I'm saying that as a fellow follicularly challenged person myself. So I'm allowed to say it.
I can't talk about it. You can't.
You're not allowed. You're not in the club. But let me just say, Tiger?
Is it time to shave the head?
No, I don't know if he goes that far, but remember
Well,
Ron Popeil's GLH?
Yeah. Not only was
Great-looking
he
hair.
President of the company, he was also client.
Let's spray some of that
Hair
GLH
club
on,
for
man. Come on.
GLH.
That's what it was, Ron Popeil.
What does the G and the L and the H stand for?
Great looking hair. I'm not kidding. I've looked into it.
You looked into it.
No, I haven't. No, because
You didn't?
No, because I sweat
Why
like
wouldn't you look
because I
into it?
sweat like a pig, and I guarantee it'd be running down my face. I would
That's
have like
gross.
I would have like brown running down my.
Worked for Carlos Boozer.
Oh, that was a Sharpie situation. Didn't he have an endorsement deal?
I have no idea.
All right. Sucks to be you coming up here.
Sucks
Before
to
that,
be you if you have GLH.
Yeah, listen, I want to see if they still sell it. Hold on. I wonder if they do. If I can find it. Oh, yeah.
How much?
First of all, if you look up GLH hair, a Wikipedia page. Oh, no, there's a side effects situation.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is there a lawsuit?
Yeah, the hair in a can.
Is there a class action lawsuit?
Yeah, they're
Hair in a can?
Hair in a can. It's That's no good.
It's not. No,
I'm going to show.
You're telling me hair in a can is no good?
Hey, by the way,
Oh, man.
I'm showing JJ the video of it spraying on.
Someday we're going to have the technology for those of you that are on YouTube. We're going to be able to pop stuff like this up on the YouTube, but that is incredible.
It's amazing.
Oh,
All right.
boy, that guy's got it bad.
So Tiger Woods needs this, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he could use the GLH.
It builds on itself.
It does. Great-looking hair.
It's that time of the week for us
just
to be able to roll out.
$39.92 for a 1-month supply.
Don't act like you're brushing your hair, buddy. Don't. You can't brush that.
Can't believe they marketed that.
It's like saying, "Oh, yeah, I brushed this glitter."
Go get a can of spray paint at Home Depot.
It's awesome. Hey, the boxer with the toupee situation.
Yeah.
He leaned into it, though. He laughed about it post fight. Plus, I'm assuming he got 7 figures for that fight, and so probably afford to put. But by the way, just go full, shave it off. You're a boxer.
Jarrell Miller's hairpiece pops off during fight.
It was. Did you not see it?
I've seen it.
It's crazy. It looks straight up out of a cartoon. It looks like Daffy Duck after he got shot with the Elmer Fudd gun.
Yeah, the top of the hair comes off.
Yeah.
It
looks bad. Man. All right. GLH. This commercial's still playing on my screen. Hey, it's that time of the week for us to be able to roll out for you. It's that time for you to be able to call in and get yourself a prize. DJ and PK every Monday roll out the Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealers Play of the Weekend. And if you can tell us what that Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealers Play was that they gave out today on their program, you can find yourself with an Amazon gift card for your troubles of calling in and being caller number 12. So 801-575-ZONE, 801-575-ZONE, 801-575-9663. Give us your thoughts, or give us your pick for what their Rocky Mountain Chevy Dealer Play of the Weekend was. Napolis, any clues you're feeling willing to give out, or
Some local performing this weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Are they also giving away some GLH with that prize?
The side effects are disheartening, to say the least. They're concerning.
Genetic mutations?
I don't know.
What are we talking about here?
Don't put it on your food, is what I'm saying. All right? Okay. By the way, sucks to be you. People who it currently sucks to be. I put down Diego Pavia's height. And so Diego Pavia goes to the Senior Bowl. He had to have known he was going to get caught at some point, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing to go to prom and have the lift shoes on, Diego.
The NFL's not going to miss on that. They're going to figure it out.
So he had to face the music. Diego Pavia officially height-wise is at 5'9" and a third. So that's about an inch shorter than Kyler Murray, who already looks like.
Right. It's pretty tough to be a quarterback in the NFL at 5'9" and 2/3.
I don't know, but listen. We always give the example, right, of Drew Brees. He was 5'9"-ish.
Drew Brees was 5'9".
Yeah, he's a 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", right around there. He's kind of the poster boy for shorter quarterbacks. So Diego Pavia takes a hit on that. But, he had a decent Senior Bowl, so there you go. Sucks to be currently the Utah Mammoth, who have a game tonight following our program. But, man, they got to get back on track here. If they lose 2 out of the 3 home games that they have before the break, that will be pretty disastrous going into the break here. So let's keep this thing going. Get the dub tonight. Go back to what you were doing for the prior 3 or 4 weeks in
crazy.
In January.
To your point, as great as they were in January, they lose 2 games. They dropped out of the top wild card spot. They're now out of the wild card spot totally.
They're not even in the second one?
No.
Whoa.
There's no room for error in the NHL.
Shoot.
And the Seattle Kraken have won 4 games, and now they are in the 3rd spot in the Pacific. They're not even in the wild card.
Right. That's nuts.
It's not easy in the NHL.
Sucks to be the NFL Pro Bowl, who I thought was actually played yesterday. I thought I had just missed it. They moved it to a Tuesday. The NFL Pro Bowl is a Tuesday affair. Right after CSI Miami, catch the Pro Bowl. Like, what are we doing? But again,
is it even on network TV?
I don't know. I'm sure it's on ESPN, probably. Maybe it's NFL Plus, because you have to be a real fan to dip in. It is on ESPN? All right, there you go.
The Pro Bowl games, they're calling it.
It's on Disney?
It's on the Disney Channel.
Yeah. Well, if it's on ESPN,
It's in the Hulu package. So if you bought the Hulu bundle.
Mom, can we watch Phineas and Ferb? Well, let's dip into the Pro Bowl first, and then
this is the reason we got this bundle was for the Pro Bowl games.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get back to your Pixar movie here in a moment.
Mommy, what's Justin Jefferson doing on my screen? That's the Pro Bowl, son. Kawhi Leonard. He probably has the biggest beef with getting shorted on the All-Star roster. It sucks to be him this weekend. Although, to your point, I don't think it sucks to be Kawhi. I think he doesn't want to be there.
Probably not.
I think he's going to take a nap. I don't know, hit the rest train.
Well, it sucks to be Steve Ballmer and the Clippers. How about that? Because they're hosting the game in their brand new arena, and no Clippers are going to be there for All-Star Weekend.
So many bathrooms. Many bathrooms.
Well, Russell Wilson would be proud.
That's why he wanted it done, man. All right, we'll take a break here. When we come back, speaking of hockey, Cole Bagley going to dip in with us, Utah Mammoth insider for KSLSports.com. He's going to give us his thoughts on the past two games, how to right the ship tonight against Vancouver, who are coming over here to Delta Center. Stay right here with us, 97.5 the KSL Sports Zone.